Just listen to some headlines of Russian newspapers. Russia has suddenly moved to a new political reality. January revolution. The transit of power has suddenly started, and those are just some. It was a huge surprise, Rosie. Everyone expected just a regular address of the president to the parliament where he would speak about the poverty or demography problems, and all of a sudden he announces constitutional changes that leave him various options to stay in power after 2024. And moreover, the next step, the resignation of the cabinet, was a totally unexpected one. As Novaya Gazeta newspaper writes, it was unexpected even for the members of the cabinet. The paper quotes some sources close to the cabinet. Of course, analysts predicted constitutional changes here in Russia as a tool for Vladimir Putin to stay in power. But trust me, no one expected those changes to come so soon.
These constitutional changes are almost as though the president is playing a sort of very large game of chess with the people in power. How's it gone down with the population in Russia?
Yes, the population is quite curious and actually understanding what is going on, and many social media users say that the resignation of the government of the cabinet is a joker, actually, which is used to raise the popularity of Vladimir Putin. This joker is really needed right now. See, last summer the approval ratings of Vladimir Putin went to their lowest in years, and a recent poll result published by the independent pollster Levada Center shows that if the presidential elections were to happen right now, and if Vladimir Putin was to take part in those elections, he would be supported only by 38% of Russians, and it is extremely low. So in general, many Russians understand that what is happening is that Putin is staying in power after 2024, and that the cabinet which has resigned will be just a scapegoat.
What about Russian opposition figures? Has there been any reaction from them yet?
Well, yes, of course. Alexei Navalny, for example, tweeted that the only Putin's goal is to remain a lifelong leader, taking the whole country and its wealth to himself and his friends. Many opposition figures who spoke out, they support this thought, and they discuss widely the list of the names which will take part in which are in the group that will change the constitution. This group consists of famous artists, writers, and athletes, people who have nothing to do with the law. And Lyubov Sobol, one of the opposition leaders, says that what we are witnessing is a humiliating act against the main law of Russia.